So here's the fresh fruit receiving area. This is where we sort it.
Visitors on the mango tour are treated to a bird's eye view of the entire process, from the receiving and sorting of the fresh produce to slicing and packing. But there are some that are close to the public eye because these are proprietorial, fabricated and designed by Justin Uy himself to maximize efficiency. Competitors like China and Vietnam have tried to copy this modern facility.
You will notice I use all female for peeling or slicing. Female are very good with that. But for peeling, I use all males. Women is maybe 50% efficiency. They're so afraid of the male.
You have developed a very efficient way of
manufacturing.
Yeah.
Yeah,
How,
it will
how
take.
did you do this?
It take me 3 decades to reach this point.
Each process was is down to a science. Yeah. How did you do this?
I myself is a chemical engineer. All who are running this plant are all science graduate. We are an ISO certified company. We have an aim to every year to improve our efficiency. And that dictates what we have, where we are going. So we just don't sit down there. So we measure every work. Example, the peeling, we measure their peeling. The slicing, we measure all the productivity. In the canning juice, they measure how much wastage, how much production we get with the same time.
So you're always on your toes.
That's right, yeah.
And you live within the compound.
That's
Do you
the
ever
reason.
rest?
I live inside the compound. Is my room have a local number where all the managers can call me. Because
24/7 kayo.
in this kind of business, there's no such thing as 8 to 5, Monday to Friday. There's no such thing. You have to be passionate to work for it. It means when the fruit is there, they need you, you have to be there. We don't have holidays on Halloween.
The major break for Justin came when the company entered toll packaging. Its first client was a big multinational company.
Actually, I'm exporting to US, but very small quantity only to the Asian stores. And Philippines have not such a good name. You know, in the 80s, Manila are all kidnappings, and we are known to be poor, dirty. So I want to create something. So I have to sell my company. How to sell it? I don't have the money. So I have to toll pack for multinational to let my buyer know that I have that quality system inside the plant. That's why the multinational trust me to produce their product.
They were your calling card, in other words.
That's right, yeah.
Was it tough?
It initially was very tough because just persuading Del Monte to pack for you when I was never employed and I have no experience.
No track record.
No track record. The only track record, I'm a chemical engineer, that's all. Yeah, so I have to start all over to learn their system.
So you were learning at the same time.
We learned from Del Monte, from Nestle, and from Coca-Cola. And these 3 companies' quality system, we learn from them and create our own quality system.
You wanted to adopt that same stringent quality control.
Yes, that's because that's the only way you can penetrate the developed countries, to the mainstream market, the developed countries.
When ProFood was starting, Justin was a one-man show, even acting as salesman, knocking on doors to sell his product. Is it true that in Singapore, you just knocked on the doors of companies, yung walang appointment?
Yeah, I think that was, I will never forget that because that was 1986. And that was after the trip sponsored by the Jetro to Japan. So with a clutch bag, I went to Singapore because I have market in Hong Kong, but next to Singapore is closest to us. I don't have any connection, nothing, so I put up a yellow page in a budget hotel, then befriended a taxi, and through the yellow page, just knocked on the door of every companies, telling them that I'm so sorry that I don't have any appointment, but I believe we have something we can do with your company.
What are they? Retail companies? What were they?
Either retail companies or manufacturing companies which I can supply them the ingredients.
Was it successful? Did you ever get to sell to anyone?
Oh, that was very successful. In fact, it boosts our confidence that we really have the merit. We can do this, duplicate this way throughout the world.
Hindi ho ba kayo pinagsaraduhan ng mga pintuan?
For me, out of 10, if one just opened the door, I call it a success. Yeah. And I would say 10% was a success.
So you were able to penetrate Singapore?
That's right. Then, going that way, slowly, the industry knows you eventually.
How did you develop this strategy? Now, how you would, the range of products that you would sell?
The first 10 years, I was selling my own product. But when we increased the capacity, I need that capacity to be efficient. So I do toll packing. But aside from toll packing, I still increase my capacity because of the farmers. Because the farmers cannot tell me when they can deliver. So I have to put up a very big facility so that anytime they deliver, I can accept it. With that extra capacity, I have to go for bulk supply. So I offer my competitors, you can buy this pack under your name. Yeah. And there are countries like Japan are very nationalistic. It moves faster when it's under their brand.
So hindi na kayo naging mapili because you wanted to reduce your cost as much as possible.
That's right. Yeah. And I want them to know what is Philippine mango. Because without doing that, they will never have a chance to taste it. The consumer will never have a chance. Then slowly in the 2000 up, we're developing our brand. That's why you see now all over Costco, Walmart, Sam's Club, BJ, Safeway, Target. You'll see our brands over there in Canada, Loblaws.
It's amazing. You've become the best ambassador for the Philippines.
I hope so.
You carry the name Philippines on your product.
That's right.
Did you have, what was the thought process in choosing the name?
We need to let them know that our mango came from the Philippines.
It's also the belief that ours is the superior product. And you have
That's
to
right.
say so.
Yeah,
Yun.
that's right.
Next on People.
But we want to be number one in the world, to be somebody that if they become a byword,